I think going to Camp Conrad Chinnock for me is peace of mind. It's a stress-free weekend for both my husband and I to get a little bit of a breathing room from something that's constant.
When we're kids, we all want to feel like we're mini adults, that we can be in charge of our own destiny, and I think that's something that diabetes limits, and camp gives back.
What we were told about diabetes, it felt like we were going to leave it at the hospital. Like this wasn't something we were going to go home with. We're okay here. This is our safe. And when we got home, life with diabetes continued. That was a big shock of how we were going to handle the first birthday party or the first family dinner.
Diabetes is a 24/7, no break, every day. You have to concentrate on what he's eating, what he's doing, what his blood sugar's doing. There's no time where you aren't thinking about it as a parent, especially. I'm sure it's also as a child, he's thinking about it, but as a parent, it's also something we never wanted our son to have something like this, but it's something we always have to worry about and think about.
My challenge with type 1 is the 24 hours. The constant thinking of where are those numbers. Not that they're good or bad, but he's going to go on the bounce house. What is that number now? Did he have a snack? There's so many more things to think about just to do a simple activity like bouncing on a bounce house.
Before camp, I was very afraid, and now I feel like I found a home.
Coming to camp does give us a whole new comfort level with diabetes. I see that he embraces it. We embrace it. I was sharing that I'm at a different place. I have embraced diabetes. This is what our life is, and this is how we're going to move on.
It's something that I know is a huge part of his life, but I don't want it to be the only thing in his life. I want him to not be defined by it. I want him to keep going forward in it. And I want him to be able to stay healthy so that he can do the great things I know he's going to do in life.
Coming to camp is such a huge break because just having Milo be able to run off with other kids, even if he's not with the counselors, but even some of the older kids who are with him, everyone has a self-awareness that if they're feeling low, they have to stop and do a quick check.
She has learned to do her own shots. She is getting a pump soon. So all of these things are because of coming up here and meeting other people. Otherwise, in our community, we haven't really met too many other families and really got to know them.
The best way I can describe what camp means to our family and to Joel specifically is this. He had to come a little bit late, and he got here on Friday evening, and he got out of the car and he kind of just went, I'm home. And my husband recounted the story to me with tears in his eyes.
Camp Chinnock is awesome. It really is awesome. Everything is awesome.
Riley has come to the youth session since she was 7. From the first time she came to camp, she didn't leave. She actually stayed after her first camp and immediately stayed, and they said, we'll wash her clothes. Riley stayed, and she has come 3 straight years for 2 weeks. Riley's response when I say, what camps do you want to go to this year, is, how many are offered for my age group? 2? Well, then obviously I'm going to 2 camps.
It is extremely important to donate to Camp Conrad Chinnock. I am blessed with a great family support that actually Mia has requested since she's been diagnosed. Any birthday, any Christmas, she asks for money for camp. She only asks for that. Every child does deserve to come here, and I would hate for anyone not to experience it just because of financial reasons.